We can continue. Yes, we can continue. I will go back sorry in these steps as we get to move together. So let me first try customize this. Wow, I do like this. So I was telling you that you will navigate to this link and you get the documentation for GitHub. Thereafter, you will come to create a new GitHub account by coming here on github.com. GitHub, it is slowing down. My internet. Okay, I'm sorry I had gone off course of some network problems. I'm seeing it is still telling internet not stable, but I think you can get the voice. You can get the voice. If you are not getting the voice, then I will need to listen from you. Maybe someone can unmute and confirm to me if we are on the same page. Are you people getting me? One person can unmute and let me know. Edgar, are you able to listen to me? Edgar, anyone can unmute and just let me know if you can get my voice.
We are getting you.
Okay, thank you. So we can continue. I was trying to show you that after you opening, let me close one of these two. After you creating your account with GitHub, I will give you the link in the WhatsApp group where you can, the one that you will tap and you create an account like how we create other accounts in different systems. I know we are all computing students and we had ever used such systems. So after you creating an account, you will have such an interface, and here on repositories, it will be empty. But me, I have here I have very many repositories that I actually have where my projects are, you can see. So that's why I'm advising us to get used to using GitHub. So I will create here a repository by clicking new. Let it load. Then after we come here, I will give it a name. We had suggested CanLight JavaScript. And it will keep on searching. If it finds the name is available or it's not yet taken by any other person, it will accept to create that name. So by giving us a tick. So after we come here and I give it a description of why I'm creating this repository, so that the people that I will be working with, they can easily understand where they are putting their code. So for now, I will say this is where we shall keep the project files. Oops, this is where we shall keep files for our JavaScript course. So I continue. Here they are showing me either to make it public or private. On public, they are saying anyone on the internet can see this repository. You choose who can commit. Then here they are saying you choose who can see and commit this repository. Meaning if you make it public, like now if I make this repository public, any one of you can access my repository if I give you the link. Maybe if I put the code here for the entire course and I want you to access the code, I can just give you the link to my GitHub account specifically for this repository, and you will have to see that all the code that will be there. But if I make it private, you will only access it if I have authorized you to access it. So I think from there we can leave it public because I will need to share a code and you access it that side, which will be one of your maybe best interactive sessions with GitHub. It will make you learn how you can get that code. Maybe you customize it and you run it on your local host. So here they are telling me to initialize this repository with skip. Saying skip this step if you are importing an existing repository, meaning if you imported from here, if I can zoom in. So if you imported from here, meaning you will not add this README file. But if you are creating a new repository, you can add this README file. However, it's not a must that you have to add this file. You can either add it or you leave it, but we can write, of course, they're saying this is where you can write a long description for your project. Meaning if you're in the code and maybe you want to notify people about something, maybe you can put in this README so that someone can easily understand what you are doing. So for now, I will create it. There they are saying add.gitignore. Choose which files not to track from a list of templates. For gitignore, I will leave you to browse and know what it does. Gitignore, you just have to go to your Google or any other search engine that you use and you type maybe gitignore, you see what it does. If we check on its documentation, this is its documentation here. So you come here, they say a gitignore file specifies intentionally untracked files that Git should ignore. Meaning if you have some important files that you feel people who should access your repository should not see. For example, you have some keys for your databases, you have some passwords there, but you do not want people to see them. You can press them, you can create a gitignore file and you press them there so that everyone who pulls that code will not access those files. That is why some people maybe get customized codes online and they try to run them on their local host and the codes cannot work. Reason, it's not because the code is faulty, but there are some parts of the code which were ignored while they are pushing to GitHub. And once those files are not there or you do not have them, you cannot have access to running that code. You get? So you can read more about gitignore, but it's something good to use, especially when you are dealing with projects which have databases. It shall be more of an importance to you. So from there, I will create a repository. So I've created my repository. They're telling me my meeting will end in 10 minutes, which is fine. So I've created my repository, and after creating this repository, I will need to add some files on this repository. So there are two different ways how we can add files on this repository. One, I can either use the CMD, that is the command prompt, or I can just come here on add files and I upload files or I create a new file from GitHub directly. But for today, we shall look, we shall upload some files manually. Then if we get more time, we shall have to use the command, or we go to any text editor and we add files from there. That is by using git CLI or git desktop. Yeah, so if I click here, they are showing me I can download, you can open with GitHub. I can use this one to clone into that one. But for today, we shall specifically add files manually to our GitHub account. So I will come here on add file. I maybe come on upload, and they are giving me options that I can drag files here to add them to my repository, or I can choose files that I need. Let me click here, choose files that I need. If I come here, oops, I check on the desktop, do I have my project? Yes, it is here. So I don't know, let me first try copy the entire copy home, login, register, and style, and go. So it is showing me that it is uploading 1 out of 4, meaning it is uploading the files. It has started with home.html, which I first put here to upload. So you see the progress, it is trying to upload, so we can give it like 2 minutes to first upload, and we continue from there after it has uploaded. Okay, I'm seeing my files have been uploaded, so I can come here to maybe if I want to drag, some files there, I need a desktop, because there we use direct uploading. Now, if I use drag and drop, can it work? Oops. So it is uploading. So we can give it some like 2 minutes, since these are bootstrap files and they are somehow heavy. We can give it some few time to upload, and we shall continue after it uploading. Make sure you stay on. Our meeting is left with almost 5 minutes. So if it gets off, we shall start something new and we continue from there, but we still have some time here. So let us let it upload these files. Members, our bootstrap files have been uploaded. Yep, I think we can now come down. They are saying commit changes, commit directed the main branch, which is okay. That is what we need. Or you can either create a new branch, but for now, let us use the main branch. So I will click commit changes. After uploading my files, meaning this can be done two ways, by using the console or by uploading files manually. But for now, we've uploaded manually. So, oops, my network is coming poor. Network, my internet is not stable. It's not stable. Okay, let me try open up here a new thing. Github.com. If I check if the repository is there, show more. Is this one? I will click it. I will add files. For now, we add a few, since you had already seen how files can be added. I will just add one file and I will commit changes. So in your free time, you create yours and you add as many files as you can, because here I've just added a few files because of my internet is not stable, so I do not want us to delay here for so long trying to add files. So after us adding files, we shall now need to cron into this repository using the command, and we get what is what we've actually put here. We get it on our localhost, because now we assume that this file that I've uploaded here is no longer on localhost. It is now online, so we shall get back these files offline. For example, if you're watching a tutorial and they refer you to getting your code maybe from a GitHub account, this is the step that we shall go through in the next session. So I will just wait for this session to get done, and in the next session, that is where we shall have to begin from, by cloning into our repository, and we get what we put up, we get on our desktop. Then tomorrow we shall have to see on how we can use Git CLI or Git desktop, so that we can also upload files using the console, and from there we shall host the files that we shall put on GitHub. So I'm just seeing the meeting has less than 1 minute to